Hey everyone. I don't know if you could call me a YouTuber, um, because I only have one video up, before this one. I don't have one of those fancy setups. I don't have, a microphone, uh, just things like that to become a YouTuber. This is just me coming straight from the heart. Straight from the heart, raw, and, just mind flow. Um, I went through a lot in my life. Um, I had surgery in 2010, a 6 hour surgery. Um, and this is very touchy for me to talk about because I'm talking to the public. And not that I'm nervous, but it's just it chokes me up a little bit. And I went on other media sources. I briefly talked about it, but on YouTube, it just seems like it's a whole different ball game because it's there's millions and millions of people on the platform. So this is a little touchy for me to talk about. But as I was saying, I had surgery in 2010, a 6 hour surgery. I was 10 years old, and the surgery was to help me walk better. Because I have cerebral palsy as a physical condition, and for people who don't know what cerebral palsy is, it's uh, it's a medical condition that affects my muscles, and it it seizes it seizes my muscles and everything like that very easily, and it I tend to have a little bit of difficulty walking. Um, I started walking when I was 7 or 8 years old, um, and you know it, it does get to me sometimes, but it's just who I am. It's what I got to deal with on a daily basis. So anyway, the surgery was 6 hours. And yeah, it was just, they were doing a huge procedure, obviously. They cut some I don't want to get too graphic, but they were, doing some stuff for my knees and everything like that, just to try to straighten my legs out, essentially. Try to see if I can walk a little better. Turns out that the surgery didn't really do all that much. And then 2 years later, I had another surgery, and they put metal plates in my knee, in both my knees. Um, and that didn't do much either. Uh, I'm basically still the way I am. Like you know, I don't walk straight. I tend to lean towards my right side a little more because that's my dominant side. I also had a brain hemorrhage when I was born, and I was 24 weeks premature. Um, so this is my left side. So this is my left side right here. Um, I don't have very good mobility on my left side, but I'm starting to use my left side a lot more. I just learned how to zip up my coat myself. I just went through YouTube, um, and figured it out. So I'm starting to learn, starting to try to gain more independence. But a lot has changed for me since I graduated high school. Um, and it's been a little bit of a challenging thing for me to get used to. Because I did a lot of my socializing in high school. I love socializing. I love talking to people. I love spreading my energy to the world. And yeah, it's my situation was never easy, but I don't think it's meant to be. It just it's a learning. Like I wake up every day learning. Like I want to get better as time goes on. And I feel like I'm one step closer each day. Pardon me. Um, but you know, if it wasn't for my struggles, I wouldn't be at the point that I am now. Um, but I still struggle in a lot of things. I want to be able to do things right away, like from the jump. Like when I graduated high school, I was like, okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna go to college right away. I'm gonna move out right away. Bing bam boom, just like that. And I actually drove myself crazy to the point of tears. And just I feel kind of isolated. And mind you, me isolating myself doesn't mean that I'm overly depressed. I'm still figuring it out. Whether it's 5 years, 10 years, or however long it takes, I've learned to accept it because you know it's they say that things take time, and they definitely do. But what I've come to realize is that I really got to live in the moment, really got to appreciate my environment, got to love those around me. I have to embrace I have to embrace my my body. I have to embrace the person I am. I have to, continue to climb climb the ladder, one step at a time. And I live by a mantra. I live by one step at a time positive mind. Um, it turns out that I haven't been living by my own saying because I wanted to go 10 steps ahead just like that, and it doesn't work that way. You can't wake up one day and be 10 steps ahead. You have to go one step at a time. And you know my apologies, I tend to say a lot. um it's just, I don't know, it's I'm used to that, I guess. But I try not to let things get to me. I overthink a lot. um but one thing is for sure, I'm never going to lose lose hope, because there's always hope. There's always, you know, there's always a way to a destination. And you have to be able to understand that there's many obstacles in the way, and I've encountered my fair share of obstacles. First of all, I don't have the energy that I had, and it's because of the surgeries that I had. I used to have oodles of energy. But, you know, in a sense, that everything that I went through, you know, it took a toll on me. But I know that there's you know, there's a road ahead, and it's going to be bright. And that's for all of you as well. I know you guys are going to find your path. If it takes years, then it'll take years, but I promise you, you're going to find it. So that's the message, and just keep on going no matter what, because you matter and you're definitely important.